Welcome to Motorhead Garage, presented by Steele Rubber Products. This week in the shop, we have a 1929 Pontiac Street Rod. This car is really cool. We're joined by Danny from Steele Rubber Products. What we're going to be talking about today is the drivability and enjoyability of your street rod in any old car, and increasing that by using their products in terms of sealing, windows, doors, that kind of stuff. We're talking weather stripping, and what this means is when you're going down the road, you want to have good sealing doors and windows so you don't have the whistling of the wind going through the car, or if you're out there in a rainstorm, you don't want to be having to bail the floorboards out when you're driving down the highway. Steele Rubber offers a full catalog of products for this 1929 Pontiac if you're going to restore it. But Danny, this is a street rod. We're not doing a restoration here, and you guys can handle those needs too.
That's right. We do have parts that are direct fit replacements for this car and older, you know, all the GMs, Mopars, Fords, and if you're doing a restoration, there's sometimes you need a direct fitment replacement. Like for this lower windshield seal for the crank up windshield, we got a direct seal for that and it works out great. Though there's some things, you know, we can have universal or street rod type part that'll work great for you.
Yeah, for instance, you know, this car hasn't been sectioned at all, so the cowl is the stock size and width. We're actually going to talk about doing some pieces on that cowl. If you wanted to use a stock style cloth, you could do that, or if you wanted to go more modern for a cleaner look, you can use this rubber. If the car happened to have been modified, I understand you guys can even make custom parts to change, say, someone that's chopped the top.
That's right. We do actually make some custom chopped top windshields. We have the molds to do it. We just change the length of the weather stripping and we can make it direct fit for your glass. We can put a seal on something that maybe never had a seal to begin with, so we can do anything to help keep that vehicle tight.
Talk to me about what we got going on here with our cowl that we're actually going to be placing this piece on for our hood, right?
So this cowl originally came with something like this. It was cloth, it was stapled onto the body, and if you're wanting to do an original type restoration, it's perfect, we have that. And if you're wanting to do something maybe a little more clean or modern, we have this rubber seal here, which has a very similar style to it that works really nicely as well.
Talk me through laying it on.
So first thing we want to do is clean it up with just a little alcohol wipe. These come with the peel and stick anytime you buy it. Just a quick wipe to make sure everything is clean, there's no bad residue or anything. And this 3M adhesive is really great. It's a heat applied tape and it works really well.
And yeah, if you had a car that had been modified, and we talked a little bit about this before, John is actually going to show us in a minute here how you offer a cool system to kind of get those modified cars to figure out what pieces and parts you need to get the fitment right.
That's right.
Now, if you notice here, there's a space for the hood hinge and the cowl. If we were going to put the full hood on here, we'd obviously make a cut. This owner of this car is not going to run the hood, and so that means we can leave it uncut for a nice clean finish. John's going to show us how you can measure for the perfect fit for your custom applications.
Well, we made it over to the door, and you and Brian did great work on the front, but all that's been in the Steele Rubber product catalog there. This is not the case. This door here, no stripping at all from the factory. I mean, you can see it here. It didn't even have it. What is the solution for that, Danny?
So if we don't have an OE replacement for it, we have to figure out the gap size, and we recommend the putty test.
All right, can you teach me the putty test so we can show everybody how to use it?
Yeah, so we have a little piece of putty here, wrapped in saran wrap, just so we don't make a mess.
Okay.
And then we're going to close it in the door jamb.
Nice. Wow, look at that. Looks just like a piece of trim. Now what do we do?
And then we'll take a measurement of that depth. So it's about 3/8.
And you guys have a universal trim that'll fit that?
Yes, we have several sizes on our universal catalog. This one in particular fits anything from 3/8 up to 9/16. So, and it has a lot of squish to it, so I think it'll work perfect.
Well, Danny, you guys got a bunch of other products. What do you have, and where are we going to find you on the website?
So we have all the products you'll need for your door, weather stripping, your hood, all the bumpers and grommets, and that's all on www.steelerubber.com.
Well, what an awesome way to start a show. We got an awesome car, awesome product. I got to get this children's putty back to Lowen's dressing room, but stick around. There's plenty more Motorhead Garage right after this break.